Well, isn't this artsy? Um, Sorry for assaulting you with a video of my feet. It's been a little bit, but I'm happy because it hasn't been as long as the interims between my normal videos. And that's because I know that as I hit the record button here, I'm actually simultaneously posting it, which is pretty damn tight, if I do say so myself. Um, I'm on week 2 of an internship right now. Actually, I just finished week 2 of an internship, which means my payment from week 1 is rolling in. And that's tight, but I've read so many financial self-help books that say you can't live working for a paycheck that it doesn't even register. Like it's literally just a number on my bank screen. Um, and while I think that's tight that I'm not, working myself up over a paycheck, it's also kind of not tight because this is the same mentality that had me not celebrating being salutatorian and not celebrating going to college. Um, and that's unhealthy, It's not really a positive mindset. Um, I wanted to make this video just to sort of, again, like the usual, document what my life is about and also about my philosophies because I realized I kind of lost a lot of documentation that I was doing on my iPhone. Because once I upgraded to this Android, it I lost all the notes on my phone, and those notes were really important. It had a giant list of movies, games, and books that I was going to go through. It had all of my deep thought rants that were so long that I couldn't even put them on Instagram. It had it had my philosophy, my recordings, my inner self, who I was at these times when I wrote them. And I don't want to lose that again. And that's why, I'm talking to you right now because I got some stuff to say. And also I want to tell you what my life is like. Um it's boxes. It's a lot of fucking boxes right now. Um Basically we've been ordering a bunch of shit from Amazon and it's been clogging up our house. By our house, I mean my family, obviously. And it was stressing me out because the more we bought, the more it meant that I had to use these things that we bought, even if I wasn't, super, super happy about them. And I realized that I had a hard time saying no to other people, to my family, to, you know, anybody that I really just wanted to see happy. So when we were buying these things, and my family was like, hey, do you want this? I would just be, looking at them being so expectant of me and being like, yeah, sure, order it. Because I didn't know how to say no, even if I didn't want things, which happened a lot. So we're returning a lot of boxes after I finally learned how to speak up, which is good. And it's a transition period right now. And I'm a bit less tired from my internship than I usually am. So I'm hoping that means I'm slowly, slowly building stamina day by day. Maybe I'll even start exercising, who knows. Um, I also watched this documentary about Steve Aoki, who is actually not somebody I followed like at all or cared about that much, really. He was just sort of a guy to me. I liked Deadmau5 and Skrillex's music better, but the doc, even though obviously it's just a slice of his life, um, it really helped me see how genuine and wholesome of a person he is. Like, he's about the people. And I think one thing that really got me was like, he was like, I just want to see my fans happy. That's it. So he's not going to troll his fans, which, a lot of artists do because they'll get sick of the grind. But he loves it. He's going and doing 300 shows a year because he wants to see his fans, you know? And obviously there's a lot of work ethic involved in that, but he'll do it because he wants to grow himself and his brand and find even more people. And I think that's amazing. You know, he's doing this on his own label, on his own. He's owns he owns all of his content. He's doing his own marketing, and he's a worldwide name now. And that's because his dad, Rocky Aoki, owner of Benihana, uh, he wasn't really there for him, and so he wanted recognition from his father. He wanted to build something on that scale of Benihana's and do it in his own way, and he did. Oh, hey, this is my dog now. There we go. And he doesn't have a cone on his head, so at least there's that. um, but Steve, he he had a lot to dream about, and his father was a big dreamer too, and they were both business builders. And I've been getting in arguments a lot with my dad over what I'm gonna do right now with my free time. Because when I mention stuff like I want to make more music or I'm gonna meet up with this friend to do stuff, he'll be like, "Are you really doing stuff? Do you have a plan for this? How many people do you think are gonna watch your video?" And I get really offended by that, you know? Like, I got so angry yesterday because my dad was like, you know, "Who are you sharing this with?" And I was like, "Engineering people." And he's like, "How many of them do you think are gonna watch it?" And I'm like, I don't know, like 50, and they'll share it with their friends and shit like that. And he's like, like not all the people you share it with are gonna share it with their friends. And I started getting so angry because for me it wasn't about just the number. It was about the fact that I was doing this thing of my own volition, of my passion project, and my dad didn't really believe in it, right? And so I got really mad. And I was like, "You know what? How much do you think it could do?" And he's like, "I don't know. Well, we'll see." And I'm like, "I bet it can do 1,000, easy." And he's like, "Okay, I was gonna guess 1,500." And I was like, "Oh, 1,500? Fine, I'll do 2,000. I'm gonna get 2,000 views on this video." Because I was so angry. I wanted whatever expectation, which in my mind read as limitation, he had, to be blown out of the water. But I messaged my friend Chris, who's the videographer that I work with, about it, and he was like, as angry as you might get because of this, you can't be walking around with somebody else stuck fiddling around in your head and fucking with your vision. If you're making content, you got to do that for yourself, not for anyone else. And he's right. He's completely right. And I talked to my dad today about some of the rougher parts of him owning his own business. And he looked at me and he just started spouting off these numbers. He's like, "If I could sell 1,000 units, that's $10,000. From there, I can scale up. If I can sell 10,000 units, that's $100,000. Do you know what we can do with 100,000?" I'm like, "What do you mean? That's not too much. It's only a few years worth of income." And he's like, "It's not like that. I'm not gonna stop there. Once we have that, we'll grease the wheels and we'll scale up, and we're gonna soar." And he looked at me and he's like, "I know I can soar. I'm just chained down right now. But I can soar. I need to soar." This happened like an hour ago. It is stuck in my head. So I'm gonna go help my dad out with his business, and hopefully something good will come of it. the very least, I'll get some experience for when I try to do my own thing. And I want to keep the family happy, you know? Not stress over it like it's my responsibility, but just chip in every now and then. That would be good. Just pay attention to the people close to you, right? So that's kind of where I am. Boxes, Steve Aoki in business. Hopefully life's treating you well. If not, know that you're gonna fucking get through it one way or another. And that you can start a plan for what you do when you get your head above water any fucking time. Like right fucking now. You can pause this video and write that shit down. What you want to happen in your life. I think it's a good first step for anything. I'm trying to do that right now, actually. So, I'm gonna go get on my shit. And I hope you can get back to yours with a little bit more vigor. Till then, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.